Welcome. It's been a minute. I'm back with the Business Podcast. My name is Deanna. I appreciate anybody that's taking the time out to watch my podcast and spend some time with me. I really appreciate you all. And the last time that I think that we spoke to each other, I did a live on my TikTok, and I don't know if y'all all saw that, but I did promise y'all a mental health episode, and it just so happens to be Mental Health Awareness Month. Yay! So it's the right time to do it. And so tonight's episode is just going to be some tips and some different things to talk about mental health and some just bring awareness to it and give you just maybe a few skills and a few resources to help you along the way. Nothing too deep. Not going to get too deep into it. We're going to be kind of light and make it somewhat fun, right? And I'm not making it too too serious. So this is an informal episode about mental health. It's just informational for informational purposes and just for it to be helpful to you. And I will also have the number and contact information for the helpline if anybody's going through anything that requires immediate assistance, or if you need help at this moment, please feel free to reach out, and do reach out. Don't feel bad about it, because the help is there for you. They even have a chat line now, which I didn't know about. I read up on this, but they have a chat line now where you can actually just chat with someone and you don't even have to talk on the phone, which is super helpful. So please use all those resources. And so with mental health, I will say the main thing I would tell anyone that feels like they're dealing with a mental health issue is to first seek out either your primary care doctor, a psychologist, or just a therapist, and really figure out and get to the root of the problem and see and be diagnosed exactly with what you actually may have. So to find out and get to the root of the problem, most of the times you do need therapy or counseling, or to actually visit a doctor that will be able to put you through an evaluation and ask you questions and actually diagnose you and see what's going on. And now once you do go to a doctor or go to a therapist, there will be different solutions they'll give you as far as what's depending on your diagnosis and what's going on. So sometimes they'll prescribe you medicine. Now with therapy, sometimes they will just tell you techniques that may work for you. Now some techniques may work for you and they may not work for others. So they will give you techniques and talk to you about different things depending on how you deal with different matters when it comes to your diagnosis. They'll tell you what will work for you, and they'll try to give you different things to try every week. And so with therapy, that is super helpful, because half of the time I know we're not even aware of what the things that we do on a day-to-day basis. And we're not aware of what even triggers us, or what even triggers, you're only aware of it once they tell you. And then it's just eye-opening to realize, okay, that's a trigger, so now I know how to deal with it, and then now I have the tools where I'm able to deal with it. So therapy can be awesome. Going to your doctor can be awesome. They can prescribe you with some medicine to help, and just all those things are awesome if you can take the time out to do it and not worry about it. Because I will say there are so many people that are dealing with mental health issues. I have myself, there are famous people that you see every day, actors, singers, different people. Just look it up that are dealing with this. So there's not a stigma behind it. Don't worry about what anybody says. Just do what's right for you. And the second piece of advice I would give, and I do want to say this before I say this second part, is these are my opinions. I'm still a work in progress. I just want to be able to help someone else if they've gone through something, or know someone that is going through something. So that's why I'm here tonight. And so the second piece of advice I would give is to meditate. Start your day off in a positive mind state. So meditation is very helpful for that. And that means just tuning out the whole, if you have to tune out everything around you, which is super. It can be a little bit hard when it comes to if you have children, if you have different things going on around you. However, I know myself, I have started waking up at least 30 to 45 minutes earlier than I normally would, just to help myself create a schedule that better suits me for my mental health. So I'm able to meditate in the mornings. I'm able to, just relax and have more time to focus on myself and get myself centered for the day. So it's you may have to, restructure your schedule and make it work better for your mental health needs, but it's all going to be worth it in the end, because if you do restructure your schedule, it's going to help you be a better person in the long run, because your day, the way that your day starts, a lot of times is the way that it ends, and that goes along with your mental health. If you have mental health issues and you start your day off frazzled and upset and stressed out, then by the end of the day, it's just gonna probably be worse. So that's a big part of it too. That's something I learned, and I have noticed throughout my time dealing with things, is that if you start your day off a certain way, a lot of times that's how it'll end. So it's best to just start your day off positive and start your day off creating an atmosphere that will let you be calm and peaceful throughout the day. And so the third thing I would suggest as helping with your mental health would be just doing things that you love to do, your hobbies. If you like to write, if you like to sing, if you like to dance, if you like to travel, if you like to just different things. You like to play ping pong. It could be anything. Ping pong, I don't know. Just anything. Like play volleyball. Just different things. Try to do more of those things that help you take your mind off of the every day-to-day stresses of life and just enjoy yourself. Sometimes we have so much going on throughout our days and with our schedules and trying to meet deadlines and trying to make a lot of, you trying to make other people happy, and you don't put yourself on the back burner. So just take time for yourself and do those things and put those into your schedule. Even if it's once a week for 30 minutes. Say, hey, I'm going to do it for 30 minutes. Just something for me. It's going to be very helpful, and you'll see the change. You'll see, now these things do take time. You'll have to put them into your life and make it a regular routine. And then once you do it for a certain period of time, you'll see that things in your life start to get easier. And like I said, I'm a work in progress, so I have started doing different things, and I have done them before consistently, and it definitely does help. So I do want to say that. And so with your hobbies, just, try to fit them in any time that you can. Whether, like I said, it could be any time of the week. Just try to do that, because it definitely will help. And so the next thing I would say to do is try to stay away from anything that triggers you, whether that be a person, place, or thing. Try to keep that to a minimum. Now, we all know that we do have things that we have lives, we have careers, we have to pay bills, we have, of course, you might be like, oh, you could tell me right now, work is stressful all the time. Like, I'm used to it being stressful, right? You can't really change that. So you have to just find ways around it. So I would give an example. If you're in a work environment, let's say you have to go to a physical location at work, you can do things like breathing exercises. So with breathing exercises, that's something that would not be too noticeable if you were in a work environment. You just take a deep breath, breathe in, breathe out, and keep doing that for however long that you need to do it. And if you do that, it sends a signal to your brain and calms you through stressful situations. So that helps with overstimulation, and also you can get overstimulated in different aspects of life, in parenting, at work, and different things. So it definitely helps. And you can do that in a break room. You can go to the bathroom. You can walk outside. And that takes me to our next point. If you are in a work environment and you do need to, you have a mental health day and just like, man, I need to get some relaxation. I don't know how to take this stress off. Going outside, getting some sunlight, that's a great way to do it. If you do work remotely, I know a lot of people now work remotely, so it's very, very imperative that you do take time for yourself, even if you're working from home. So that means, and take steps to help with your mental health. So that means trying to get sunlight in, opening up your windows, trying to, when you do take your breaks, walking outside, going to sit on the porch or getting sunlight, walking down the road, different things. So either or, wherever you work, whatever you do, there's always ways to help yourself and to calm yourself down in any situations. And then the final thing I did want to talk about is, if you are dealing with mental health issues, another thing to do is make sure that you are making sure that you're planning out your day, planning out your schedules, keeping yourself more organized. That does help with your mental health because it keeps you from trying to scramble and come up with things at the last minute, feeling like you're rushing or feeling like you're like always behind and trying to catch up. That's a big part of your mental health as well, and trying to keep things together. So just keeping a journal, writing. Even if, I know me, sometimes I don't even write. I put it in my phone. I have a notepad in my phone and I write down different things throughout the day because that's easier for me because I'm working. Well, guys, we have near the end of this episode, focusing on our mental health and just some ways that can help. And I did want to also say, please, if you know family, friends, or anybody going through anything, please encourage them to get help. Don't, stigmatize it, and be encouraging. And also just day to day, in our day-to-day lives, you never know what someone is going through or what is happening with them or why they're acting a certain way, right? So just be more understanding, be more caring, be more gentle with people because you just never know. And some people are on the edge and you really don't even know that. You just think that it's all about you, but sometimes it's not all about you. And I'm learning that just as much as everybody else. So if you do, like I said, if you do know someone going through something, or if you yourself are going through something right now that is, going on with your mental health, please reach out to the hotline as soon as possible. If it's something immediate that you need help with, like I said, you can call. They have a chat service that you can reach out to. Don't worry or think about what others are going to think because everybody wants you to be here with us. Everybody wants you to get better. So just think about that part. And I didn't mention that a lot of times, don't forget that your job, if you do have a job or working, and they also offer free mental health services a lot of times as part of their like insurance packages. So just check into those avenues as well if you need to. And also just there are payment plans available with different companies and resources. So looking at that too. But if, like I said, this is just to empower people and make them feel like it's not a big deal, because it's not. It's something that a lot of people go through at different points in their lives, and we all may need help at different times. So thank y'all for watching so much. Please comment below if you have anything else to add to the episode, or if you have questions, or if you just want to tell me what you think. Please just reach out to me. I appreciate y'all, and stay tuned. Please follow me on my TikTok. Also subscribe, please, to my YouTube channel. Please share this episode with all your friends and family if you can, and let them know, hey, I have episodes coming every week. I appreciate y'all, and have a good good start to your week and a good night. Bye.